Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed, yes, to another edition of Titans Talk as we talk all things Eastern Florida athletics right here on the Mark Moses Show. And joining us right now, especially here during March Madness, he is the head women's coach there at Eastern Florida, is Zach Banks. Coach Banks, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Mark?
I am doing fine. I have green on for St. Patrick's Day. I was downtown helping an event. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's start with your team. I know you guys fell short there at the state tournament in the semifinal after getting one of the biggest upsets ever in the history of the program. So, all right, let's start with the semifinal. I know you guys fell short 83-61 against, what is it, Gulf Coast State?
Gulf Coast,
Yeah, Coach, what happened in that basketball game?
Yeah, we came out hot. We started the first quarter, I think, 17-6. Oh, no, that's the first game. I think we were up 19-12 after the first quarter. So we came out with the game plan, and the girls executed in the first quarter. Second quarter, we ended, I think they went on an 11-6 run to finish the half. Down 3 at halftime against a bigger, more physical team. So we liked where we were. We thought we played really, really well. We missed some easy layups to maybe be in the lead at halftime, and the message was the same as the first game. And Gulf Coast made an adjustment, came out in a zone with their 2 6'4" kids, kind of clogging up the paint. We just couldn't make any threes in the third quarter, and they went on a 15-0 run to start the third quarter. So that wasn't on my bingo card of how the third quarter started, but our kids fought all the way to the end. I was super, super proud, and it is what it is. But obviously the game before we were on a high, and then the second game we were at a total opposite on a real low.
I like what you said after the game. I know there's this in the post game. There's this great quote from you where you love this team. It's your first team. I know you were sad the season was over, but do you really feel that way where it's like, hey, we had a great run this year?
Yeah, the year was a roller coaster, like I said, and the ups and the downs with the injuries and all of that. And this team just kind of battled all the way and just found a way. Everybody expected us not to make the state tournament. A lot of people didn't expect us to finish fourth in the league, right? And they just found a way. This team really bonded at the right moment. We played really good basketball in the state tournament. So they made me really proud. Obviously, it was a sad moment in the locker room with all the sophomores that are leaving. But like I told them, I mean, you did something that everybody expected us not to do, right? So you should feel really proud. And it was a lot of happy tears, a lot of hugging. The season's not over. We're still, I mean, like I told them, you still got all your academics. You still got to take your visits to Division I, and we're still here. We're still hanging out. We'll do workouts together. So it's not like, all right, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming. But no, it was just a proud moment because we got somewhere that we didn't expect to be, or people didn't expect it. We did. We thought we should be in the championship.
How many players did you actually play? Because I know I've seen guys on Facebook write about this. Is it okay? You beat the number one team. What was it, the 4th seed? You're in the semifinal. You go right down to the wire. How many people were in your rotation at the state tournament, Coach?
Yeah, the first game against Northwest, we only played 7. So we played a lot of minutes, and then the second game we played 8. But like I said, this team just battled. They found a way. They didn't care who was the star because they all are, right? So they all just kind of played off of each other. When one person was having a bad game, the other ones picked them up, and yeah, seven's not ideal, but you only need 5 to play.
How did you guys pull off the upset, beating the 1 seed going into that tournament?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were in a week and a half before, and I mean, we hit the ground running in practice. We changed our complete offense. We wiped everything out. Everything that we did prior, we just added new stuff. My former team, my former boss, so I knew exactly what they were going to do. We knew every play that they were going to run. We knew every player on that team and what their strengths and weaknesses are. And Ophir Parpara had the job of face guarding the best player in the state. who just scored 33 against Chipola, and she held her to 10. Only one basket in the first half. So not just Ophir, everybody did their job. Everybody knew the scout. We were prepared. We were prepared, and then late in the game, we made some big shots. Every time they made a run, we would somehow find a way to make a three. Angela made 4 threes. Shadia made some crucial steals at the end to make the win, and made free throws down the stretch. So it was a full team effort, that's for sure, not just one person.
Did you tell your team, all right, you're only playing 7 players, and I know you're proud of all of them. Did you tell them, all right, yeah, you got to give me everything, and you're only going to be resting here for about 2 minutes? Like, how did you do it from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, I used my timeouts in spots where we needed. Some people said I took some timeouts that I had the momentum, but at the same point, I saw some of my kids gasping for air. I mean, they play so hard. There was a couple times where we had maybe 10 or 11 straight possessions without out of bounds or anything. So I had to use the timeouts wisely. Nobody got in foul trouble, so I can kind of pluck some kids in, just a quick breather. I said, get some water, and you're checking yourself back in. Don't wait for me to tell you. When you're ready to go to the table, and let's keep it rolling. But they knew what they were up against. They knew that was my former team. Grace Strickland, the point guard, after the game even said they did it for me. So that was kind of special, that they knew how much it meant to me to play my old team and my old boss, and that they wanted to win for me and not just themselves. And that just shows character of these young ladies, and it was super proud. I'm a proud coach for sure.
Is it one of those moments, like you said, you have all those ties to that team, and you beat them? Are you allowed to call anyone, or are you going to give it a couple weeks, Coach, as a competitor?
No, I got to my phone, and I had 428 messages and phone calls and just congrats. People I haven't talked to in a couple years, actually, and just coming out of the woodwork. So that was pretty cool. And then when we lost on the next day, my phone was pretty quiet. I think I only had 12 messages.
It's okay.
They knew to kind of let me decompress for a day or two, and but now we're back at the office, and we're back at it.
400. That's awesome, dude. That really
yeah.
is.
I've never seen that number.
Yeah, look, we were all proud of that big win. So here's the thing, though. You finish year 1. You guys get to the semifinal again. Does this now, all right, give you the blueprint? Here's how we need to improve. Here's what we need to do. Do you have a better sense now, off season, going into year 2 then?
Yeah, absolutely. I know the kids that I want to recruit, what it takes to beat the Panhandle teams, and I want to win this league. And I never got to play with our full team, right? We didn't even practice one time with our full team. So the teams that beat me year 1, I told them, it's all right here. It's all right here. I'm making notes, and it's a good league. Florida Southwestern, Daytona was really good. Miami-Dade, they swept us. So I know what I need to get. I know who's coming back. And in year 2, hopefully we have less injuries, and we can kind of compete for the Citrus Conference Championship. And then I want to win that state championship. I want to cut down some more nets.
I like it, Coach. I love what you said earlier also, where you're like, hey, even though the season's over, I'm not kicking everyone out of campus yet. Like you said, class, you got to do recruiting. Dude, does this job ever end for you then?
No, it doesn't. And I don't want it to. It was sad when we lost, but just having the kids coming into the office, just chatting. We're doing exit meetings this week. I'm on the phone with, I think, 100 different Division I coaches trying to get our sophomores on visits and all that kind of stuff. And then still making recruiting calls for next year. I want to be done by the end of May so I can kind of relax in the summertime, but it never ends.
Do you have like the telemarketer? Do you have the headset on with the microphone? Dude, how many calls are you making for Division I schools? Man.
I've probably talked to 100. Yeah, it's nonstop. I feel like a car salesman at times, trying to persuade these teams and these coaches, like, hey, this kid can play for you, and I think it could be a good fit. So it's never stopped. it never stops. And I'm gonna fight for my kids till the end. And they've all got Division I offers right now. So now we're just kind of sitting down and trying to figure out what's the best fit for them and do some visit time so they can go up and see their next spot. But most of them are all asking if they can come back for a third year, but that's against the rules.
Is that one of those moments, especially when you're looking at future recruits, you could show them, hey,
Yeah.
I am going to work for you. I will get on the phone. Is that a big key you try to bring up with recruits?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I tell my kids that are here today, you're my biggest helper. Like you're recruiting for me. The better that you guys do, the farther that we play, the better schools that you get. Now I can sell you to the potential recruits that I'm bringing in, saying, hey, you can be just like Bruno da Silva. You can be just like Ophir Parpara, right? Who came in with maybe not the offers that they want, or they came down a league, right? And now they're going higher. So they're my biggest sell, right? My own team is helping me get former or future players to Eastern Florida.
That is awesome. All right. I like your timeline. It is okay. Today's St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. You want everything done by May, and then we're going to take a vacation. Is that the game plan, Coach?
Absolutely. I already got a cruise booked for July, so I need to be done. I'm going to be out of service for a week. So no, I got here late in the summer this past year, and I felt like I was scrambling. So I want to be done, maybe save one just for when the portal opens, and have one in my back pocket. But we're happy of who we got already. We've got 4 signed. We got 3 on the hook maybe. So we'll see if I can close that out and figure out who's coming back from this previous team, and we'll go from there.
That is awesome. I'll just end with this. The video that you guys posted, you beat the #1 team post game. You're in the locker room. Dude, are you going to cherish that moment forever?
Absolutely. It's something that I'll never forget. Just the time and the bond that we made right then and right there, memories that we'll never forget. Something I'll tell my kids, and hopefully my kids tell their kid. It's not like we won the state championship, but it just meant so much more because people told us that we didn't belong there. And we heard it. We heard the noise, right? So it just means it just showed that we did belong there. My kids are good enough, and we're just happy to have that moment together.
Until the next one, you got more moments to go, buddy. That's what I'm letting you know. I know you said it earlier. You got high expectations for this program, and we're all going to be rooting for you and your players. Coach Zach Banks, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck, and I hope I can get you on again sometime.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark.